Elephant, the wild life of elephants. In the vast and mysterious natural world, elephants appear as a magnificent symbol of strength, intelligence, and social bonding. Amidst the dense tropical forests of Asia or the endless savannas of Africa, elephants emerge with their colossal figures, each heavy yet dignified step leaving an indelible mark on the land. They are not only the largest land mammals, but also the ecosystem engineers of the planet, helping to maintain the delicate balance of nature through behaviors that seem simple yet are profoundly significant. Watching elephants move across the great expanse of land, humans cannot help but feel the pulse of eternal life in nature, and at the same time realize that every creature has its own role in the cycle of existence. The appearance of an elephant carries a beauty that is both grand and gentle. An adult can weigh between 3 and 6 tons, standing 3 to 4 meters tall at the shoulder. That massive body is supported by 4 sturdy legs like stone pillars, enabling them to travel hundreds of kilometers each day during arduous migrations. The most remarkable feature is their long trunk, a versatile organ containing over 40,000 muscles, making it the most dexterous arm in the animal kingdom. With this trunk, elephants breathe, sniff scents, draw water to drink or spray over their bodies, pluck leaves from tall branches, or tenderly touch their companions in gestures of affection. Alongside it are their tusks, long, curved, gleaming white, growing from the upper jaw. These tusks serve to dig into soil, strip bark, break branches, and defend against threats, but also stand as a mark of pride for mature males. Tragically, the very reason why so many have fallen prey to ruthless ivory hunters. Their broad ears, like giant fans, are not only keen instruments for hearing, but also for cooling their massive bodies under sweltering heat. Each rhythmic flap of the ears circulates blood through thousands of capillaries beneath the thin skin, releasing excess heat and providing relief. These seemingly simple movements also act as subtle signals expressing contentment, alertness, or agitation. And when an elephant's deep trumpet call echoes, the very air seems to tremble. That sound can travel for many kilometers, even accompanied by infrasound, frequencies beyond human hearing, that carry messages across great distances to other elephants. The life of elephants is inseparable from their herds. They are highly social creatures, their survival dependent on the cohesion of the group. A herd is led by its oldest female, the matriarch. She carries extraordinary memory, knowing the locations of ancient watering holes, safe passageways, and dangerous zones to avoid. This wisdom is not only from her own experience, but inherited from generations past. Within the herd, females and their calves form a tight-knit unit. Males, upon reaching maturity, often leave to live solitary lives or join bachelor groups. Yet the bonds of memory and kinship remain unbroken. Even after years of separation, elephants can recognize one another, an extraordinary testament to their intelligence and memory. Perhaps nothing moves human hearts more deeply than the maternal devotion of elephants. A calf is born after nearly 22 months of pregnancy, the longest gestation of any land mammal. When the time comes, the mother is never alone. Other females in the herd form a protective circle, shielding her and assisting in the delivery. Once born, the mother gently lifts her calf with her trunk, helping it to stand, while the aunties tenderly guard and comfort it. For many years, the calf stays close to its mother, nursing, learning how to forage, and absorbing the complex language of sounds and gestures. Even in death, the bond persists. When a calf dies, the herd often gathers around the small body, touching it gently with their trunks, standing silently in a ritual akin to mourning. Such scenes reveal a depth of empathy and emotion that few other creatures display, bridging the gap between animal instinct and something profoundly akin to human sentiment. To sustain themselves, elephants must consume enormous amounts of food, between 150 and 200 kilograms a day. Their diet consists of grasses, leaves, bark, and fruit. This massive requirement transforms them into gardeners of the wilderness. Each step that crushes vegetation, each branch torn down, each patch of soil dug up contributes to reshaping the landscape and enabling countless other species to survive. On the African savanna, many waterholes that sustain life during the dry season are the work of elephants digging into parched ground. In Asia's dense forests, countless pathways are ancient elephant trails, still used by generations of creatures, large and small. Elephants are also travelers of immense endurance, embarking on epic migrations when the rain ceases, food grows scarce, and rivers dry. These journeys span hundreds of kilometers, across scorched plains, tangled forests, and crocodile-infested rivers. At the head marches the matriarch, resolute and wise, while mothers shield their calves in the center, and the herd moves together in steady rhythm. Along the way, danger lurks, predators, human traps, or fences that block their ancestral routes. Yet the unity of the herd, guided by memory as old as time itself, enables them to endure, to retrace the eternal path of survival across the shifting seasons. For males that reach maturity, life can take a more violent turn. They enter must, a period of surging testosterone that fuels aggression and dominance. It is then that fierce battles erupt as they challenge one another for the right to mate. Trumpeting roars shake the air, heads clash, tusks crash with bone-rattling force, and the earth trembles beneath their struggles. These duels may last for hours, leaving scars and sometimes broken tusks, but rarely end in death. Once one submits, the victor relents. This is nature's way of ensuring only the strongest, most resilient males pass on their genes, while balance within the species is preserved. But elephants are not just powerful. They are astonishingly intelligent. They can remember landscapes for decades, recognize faces of companions long unseen, and master a language of remarkable subtlety. Their calls carry for miles. Their infrasound messages reach beyond the horizon, and their gestures, ear flaps, trunk touches, foot stomps, convey a wide range of emotions. Scientists have discovered that elephants can even distinguish between human voices, discerning which belong to tribes that once hunted them. Such abilities reveal a level of awareness and cognition that rivals our own assumptions of what animals can comprehend. Despite their grandeur, elephants remain vulnerable. Calves are easy prey for lions, hyenas, and crocodiles when they approach waterholes. The elderly, weakened by age, often fall behind during migrations, succumbing to exhaustion or predators. Yet the gravest threat does not come from nature. It comes from humankind. Decades of ivory poaching have slaughtered hundreds of thousands. Forests fall to chainsaws, farmlands and roads dissect once vast territories, leaving herds fragmented and isolated. The mighty herds that once thundered across continents now dwindle into scattered remnants, with many populations teetering on the brink of extinction. Throughout human history, elephants have stood as more than just animals. They are cultural icons. In India, they are sacred, embodied in the god Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity of wisdom, prosperity, and fortune. In Thailand, they are national symbols, representing loyalty and strength, revered in festivals and traditions. Across Africa, elephants are carved into art, sung in songs, and remembered in ancient stories as emblems of wisdom and endurance. Humanity has admired elephants, worshipped them, yet paradoxically has also driven them to decline. To look upon the wild life of elephants is to witness a symphony, both majestic and tender. It resonates with the thunder of their footsteps, the echo of their trumpets across the savannah, the gentle bonds of mother and child, and the ferocity of survival's battles. Elephants live not only for themselves, but as pillars of ecosystems. They open pathways, uncover water for countless creatures, and preserve the fragile threads of biodiversity. Yet this grand symphony is increasingly interrupted by the wounds we inflict. Should the deep calls of elephants ever fall silent in the forests and plains, it would mark an irreplaceable loss for the earth. To protect elephants is to protect more than just a species. It is to safeguard the memory of the planet, the ancient heartbeat of wilderness itself. In the deep, wise eyes of an elephant, we glimpse echoes of millions of years of evolution, the living spirit of nature. To extend our hands in their defense is to preserve a fragment of the earth's soul, one of harmony, wisdom, and unyielding strength.